Alright, what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday, second last day of the week here. If it sounds like I'm talking funny, it's because I am. I have a pill in my mouth. Woke up feeling kind of sick, so I have a secret, what's it called? Secret pill that I take. It's called elderberry and zinc. And usually it makes me feel better. I mean, it hasn't failed me yet, so I just woke up with a sore throat. See what happens. In other news, I found out a way on Lightspeed to finally show me sizes that are just bigger than 100. So right now I have it set to 300. I'm thinking I actually wanted about 200. So you go to this minimum size here, put whatever you want, and it actually moves, it affects level or time and sales itself as well. So I've been playing around with a lot of things here. BPTH is kind of the hot stock right now, moving from like 4 up to 18 now. Trying to see if I can catch some momentum off of it. Obviously, we'll see. Spies turn a little bit red right now. Could definitely see some more selling off. There's room to do it. Obviously, we keep losing these levels here. Got some good Fang stocks that are setting up here. Shouldn't be a not busy day. Definitely have plenty to look at. That was XRT. We are open here. Don't think I'm going to chase anything on BPTH, but I am looking for it to set up for something at some point. It's going to be a little different to try and get used to this. Trying to get used to this new flow, I guess, that I'm trying to read here on BPTH or any of these stocks here. Because obviously hundreds are going to be crossing this thing, and they do move around, they move the market. But I'm always more interested in seeing what the bigger size players are doing, rather than just retail. We open, and it's like 4 out of 6, everything's dropping here. BPTH has room up to 22.40, and then we got 25. So it's got plenty of space here. If Netflix is looking to reclaim 363 today, I'm looking for longs there. You can see it's already getting somewhat close. Nvidia looks like a great short. In fact, Nvidia is already right at it here. Seems to be squeezing up above. Just underneath all this, it just looks really good. It's only the open, it's only fluttering around the level. It's just kind of continuing on its weakness here. Feel like it's just going to be too early to try and get in on something like that. Look at BPTH, $4.50 up already. It's going to be a fun stock to watch. Well, I thought Facebook might end up being a decent long, but if it's going to lose it, could easily turn out to be a just a failed breakout play. Needs to come back to some level. Look for a short. Apple, I can't really do anything. It's just it's just still too early. All right, Bob is at the spot here, or Netflix was. Well, Baba is too. Tesla's getting real close here to a good short spot. Again, I just have to wait and see what it does. Don't want to be too early on anything here. XRT, well, 45 was really good support on it, but it looks like it's losing that. SPY made a new low day. PPTH is just blasting off. People, there's a hidden buyer there, just buying tons of shares. Oh, not anymore. Oh, I got halted. PPTH is up 100%. Just got halted. Yeah, the video is losing it. Now's the time to look for some kind of pullback here, because it's got a long way to go to hit the next support. Can only hope. Wow, Netflix turned around real hard. Yeah, it came right up to that level, tapped it, turned right around. Alright, well, the only thing right now is Facebook. Facebook's setting up for a decent short here. Stop would obviously be high today. It's sitting underneath this big previous daily stuff here. Just all this right in here. And if it's obviously not going to get above it, well, I'm thinking we got space for the downside. I mean, the market's really moving down right now. Jeez. I guess it's not done though. Bob was at a really good spot. It's just, it still feels too early on Baba. Apple's at a good spot for a long, but it's just the market right now. The video's really losing it. The only other higher time frame thing I'm seeing here is Baba. If it wants to get up here and start failing again, I'll go for a 50 share short on it. Put a limit order in. Just in front of the whole number. Might not be able to see it too well. This is the pivot point I'm looking at though. Might not even get a chance. Facebook is failing here. Facebook failed that high day push. Came back underneath here. 30's the level to hold on there. I mean, we're right at VWAP too. This could be pretty good. See what it does right here. Not quite. I'm waiting to see 20s here. gonna go for 100 because my risk really is not that big. Yeah, if we're gonna start holding above it here, that's gonna be a problem. Apple's really trying to hold above that 174. BPTH still halted. SPY's still dropping. Same thing as yesterday. I mean, especially with Facebook. I mean, the market just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, but Facebook just doesn't want to do it. So I can't do it. There's no short here yet. BPTH back open. See, now I need to look for a pullback here. If it comes back to view app and fails, then I'm in on this. She said, well, that pulled back a lot quicker than I thought it would. I'm going for this if it ticks back up here. We're starting to drop a little bit. Pre-market low is at 30. Good spot. Well, must have missed that too. Market's still dropping. Still got a chance to get filled here. Still don't think it would be a bad entry. Just hoping it happens is all. Apple's really trying to hold higher here. Market's pulling up. I need to wait and see. This volume on this downturn here isn't that great. See if I can consolidate more up there. Jeez. BPTH won't quit. SPY's had a good spot to bounce from. 276 is a big number. Well, geez, I missed anything and everything. SPY lost it. Apple is still holding this 174 here, but it's got bigger volume coming into it now. This might end up being a pretty decent short here. I could probably just go for the breakdown from this one. Usually I would never do this, but given the circumstances, the context, the number, the everything, it might actually end up being a pretty decent short here. Can get somewhat big too. I'm only risking 30 cents, so if I want that, I need to go 150. Yeah, we make a new low. I want this. It's got about 65 cents here before it runs into some problems. SPY found a bottom here. Huge volume too. Also at another really big daily spot. Some more pivot points. It is really trying to hold this 174 here. I'm in. Market is also dropping, making another new low a day here. Stop's gonna be maybe about 30. We obviously got low a day to worry about. But after low a day is going to be 35, just the previous trend line. I imagine the trend line would come into play here. Good volume growing here. SPY's also losing it. And Netflix turned off that 360, really nice. Yeah, Baba's losing it. Baba was a really good short too. Just going to have to settle with Apple, I guess. I plan on holding this as long as I can. I mean, profit target's 35. But this trend line, it's only support if it acts like support. So I mean, we'll have to see if it gets down there. I mean, the market's still just dropping here. SPY has until, it's got to about 270, 273.50 for the next big daily level, pivot level. Maybe 74.50. We'll see. Pullbacks never hurt anybody. Obviously, we don't want to reclaim 74 here. Is going to be the big thing. There's a battle going on in BPTH right now. There's a hidden buyer here just soaking up everything. And there are 10. It got halted again. Wow. Alright, Apple come back to VWAP here. Pull back from the SPY as well. What I don't want to see is any big volume here. Unless it's shorts, obviously. That was our first tap. The volume on this pullback was pretty good, though. We'll see. I don't have a good reason to add on it yet. Dollar Tree's actually setting up here for me. 101 is a level for Dollar Tree to start holding above here. If it could start doing that, I'll look for some second day continuation on it. Tons of selling here. New low a day by penny. Yeah, well, maybe I should have added. I don't know. I didn't see anything super spectacular about that spot, so I wasn't exactly, what's the word, confident in an ad there. Either way, Apple's continuing out here. I mean, besides that trend line, the next spot is underneath 173, so there's a solid dollar here. Obviously, depending on the SPY, we want to be on the same side as the SPY here, so if the SPY starts finding a bottom and pulling back up, well, then Apple's probably going to do it too. Tesla's trying to move higher here. Like it would just be, I feel like it'd be stupid for people to be buying right now. So we shouldn't be seeing any buying. Nothing significant buying anyway. Facebook's really dumping here. Facebook's really, God, that sucks. At 30, that was it. That was one of them I should have just gone for. SPY's still dropping here, but Apple's finding a bottom now. Getting a little concerning here. I mean, the SPY's just losing it. We're about to get to 274 here. I mean, the SPY is absolutely losing it right here, and Apple, I cannot believe it. I chose the one stock that isn't dropping like the rest of the FANG stocks here. I don't think I'm missing anything here. There's no reason that this level should be doing what it's doing. We should not be holding it as much as we are here. Stop's just about 10 here. It's still have to take a small loss on it if it happens. SPY may have found the bottom again. Kind of pulling up a little bit right now. Alright, big bounce from the SPY here. If we make a new low here, I'm gonna start taking some. I'm seeing enough to start getting a little worried about this trade here, because we've been dumping, and anytime the SPY pulls up, Apple seems to pull up a little bit harder than it. I mean, obviously these volume bars are really confirming it here. Alright, I think I'm out of this trade at 85. Maybe we really need to be holding under previous day or previous open and previous low day. This is the spot to hold under if we're gonna hold under. This is also the spot to add if we're gonna fail here. Kind of forming like a micro triangle. Well, now it's kind of interesting because the SPY's pulling up here, and the rest of the FANG stocks are pulling up except Apple. Now Apple's the odd one out now. Very strange. What the heck was that? SPY looks like it's getting ready to make another dump here. I don't think I'm going to get that chance to add. Big buyers there. Takes them off. Got him. Yeah, stop's definitely 85 here. Next stop's 35. I'll take another small one. Tesla's pretty strong right now. Nvidia already had such a big move here, and it's just been kind of found. I think Nvidia's move already happened. I don't think it's a good short anymore. Yeah, we're having problems down here. These volume spikes here, it just keeps telling me that it's good support. I'm gonna take a little more off here. Yeah, look at these hammer candles here. I think I'm gonna take a little more off. SPY is finally looking like it's starting to pull up pretty good here. Alright, SPY's bouncing up out of its recent range here. We'll see how it reacts. If it fails this move, I might actually want to add back into this. And it stuck it. See if it turns around. Well, the apple's turning around anyway. Alright, 35 is the spot to be here. These dips are getting bought up here. Same with the SPY. The SPY's starting to grind up right now. Ticks are obviously looking better. Advanced decline's looking better here. I'll give Apple to 63. And I'm out the rest. There's 35. 34, really dumping it now. It's got to the whole number. Wow, Tesla, what the heck? Tesla may be giving me another chance to short up here. I need to see a high-a-day failure on it. Wow, Apple's really losing it now. It's respecting these levels really nicely too. Held under the whole number, held under the previous low a day, holding under the 60. I guess next spot here is going to be 45. This is just one of those odd cases where yesterday I should have traded exactly like this whenever I see these warning signs on the SPY. And then it's just one of those freak situations where things keep turning on me, and then it actually does continue to keep moving whenever you keep seeing signs of it turning around. I mean, look at this. Hammer, hammer on huge volume. So I'm talking about just another giant hammer candle. Like, what is that? SPY's pretty much doing the exact same thing. So, I mean, Apple's following it pretty closely here, but Apple's a lot weaker than the SPY now. SPY's trying to hold above this 275 too. can see Tesla do a little bit more, and I'm definitely looking for shorts on it. Alright, I'm all out here if this move sticks. Yeah, it's just a low volume pullback on Apple here. I'm just trying to pay attention to Tesla here. I'll give this last share to, it's like 61. Here it is. It's right there, 61. Okay. Tesla. Tesla came right up to this level here. It's got super good volume though. We'll see how high it wants to get here. On the other side of things, if it wants to start building above this, could definitely be a good long too. I mean, obviously, it found some strength here as the market wasn't falling. I mean, that's a pretty good move here. I think I'm gonna look for the pullback long on this one. Spot's pulling up to here. For 281 to hold. Stop will definitely be underneath 280, so 279, 90, 280. I mean, the daily level to hold is 50. So right here where it is right now is the daily spot. And the SPY is also turning around pretty hefty. Yeah, it's holding this 50. I can't do anything too soon here, but it looks like it's going to be a better long than a short right now. I expected it to come back a little bit more than that. Well, damn. Still an apple. Well, next stop on Tesla is 284 here, so if it wants to come back to this 50, I think I just need to go for that one. Man, Tesla's really strong. Buyers wasted no time letting that thing come back and pull back. They wanted that 50. Apple may be giving me a reason to add here. In fact, I think I'm going to go for it here if the SPY starts turning around like it looks like it's getting ready to do again. It's kind of going sideways here, but okay. Well, now it's not a good add. But I can definitely tell that it's trying to drop more. Yeah, the SPY's dumping again right now. Facebook's still dropping. Netflix still a low day. Nvidia's moving up. Baba doing the same thing it did yesterday. Super weak open, then it comes back to VWAP and just goes sideways for the rest of the day. Apple would have been a good add. If it comes back, I'm still wanting to add. SPY's getting bought up here pretty good. Wow. Might see the same on Apple. Apple looks like it wants to lose it more than the SPY does. So here's where we're at. Tell just about every candle here, and Apple's starting to look a lot weaker now. I want to add on this. Just hope I get my chance. Not gonna get my chance. Oh, Tesla. I'm holding Apple for as long as I possibly can. I want 55 and I want 50 shares. BBTH going pretty sideways here. I wonder if it's running out of steam. I can short it. If I want to short it, I can short it. I better wait on this one. Because if the market is going to dump here pretty good, Tesla might have a little bit bigger, deeper of a pullback than I would want. It might actually come down to 281. Well, I'll tell you what, then maybe that's what I need to do. It's just lower my limit. See if we can get in at 20. Well, if Apple's going to lose that support, next is going to be 70. But if it loses 70, then it has a long way to go. If Apple loses 70, we're looking at 170.30. I mean, that's another potential 2 points here. Here we go. There's 50 again. Just a quick flash. Don't like that. Don't like how big this candle is. Don't like the volume on this pullback. It might want to come down to 281 here. Obviously, if the market does too, bet we will. Facebook really pulling back here. It's not at a super great spot to add though. There's 281. does it again. This is where I'm looking to get in. It's like any bounce that we're getting on the SPY, Tesla's bouncing harder. BPTH still moving up. Okay, now might be the time to try and get something in the 50. See if I can get 40. Stop's going to be underneath the whole number. So it'll be 280, 280.85, I'll give it. Please pull back. Might get filled here, but again, it's gonna be on the downturn. The market's just looking super weak here. It's just really hard to try and judge this thing to still get a good trade going. Tesla's not following this down move here on the SPY. Oh wow, Apple really losing it. I don't have any more partials to take in Apple. It's only 30 shares. Tesla one's higher, but I don't think it's going to do it until the SPY starts pulling up too here. Could be a good chance to add here. Could add 50. Kept on at flash 27. Maybe 35. I could add 50 and then have 125. Average cost of underneath 50. I mean, I'm really only risking not too much. And Tesla obviously is not dropping with the SPY here. I don't think this would be a bad ad. I'm going to try and get this one. Yeah, we're kind of flagging out here. What the heck? It doesn't really count. Kind of doesn't really count either, but that's probably the best that I got. Apple getting stuck down at 172 there. Looks like Tesla is just waiting to blast off again here. Making another down move here. Alright, well now we're getting kind of in trouble here. We really need to make a convincing move higher here, but we might not get that. Oh, I'm in. Obviously expecting this to fail here. If we can get some strength back in the market here, man, Baba's getting ready to puke. Nvidia looking pretty ugly again. Apple actually looking like the worst of them all. Alright, we need a pullback here. We got buyers. There's some big numbers in here. Just a complex pullback off of a big bull flag here. I mean, I see nothing wrong here. The only thing I see wrong is the market. Well, now Tesla should be reacting to this. It only follows the market when it follows the market. And I guess the move just might be over. Let's see. Obviously needs to hold 281. Alright, this is the point that it's got to turn around here. It needs to start catching a bid. Oh, it's stepping up too. Seeing some numbers on the offer. Looking for high day here. Ultimate profit target's going to be 284, but high day I'll start taking off a little bit. Apple really pulling back here. I'm not surprised. I mean, it should be pulling back at some point. Well, now the SPY had its chance to pull back, and it should be holding under a level that it should be holding under. And if Tesla doesn't really pick it up here in a minute, it might not get a chance at all to start moving higher. Tick charts are okay. They just made new lows. Ugh. Advanced decline's moving up. Where's VIX at? Oh wow, VIX is at 17 right now. I was looking at the wrong time frame on it. This is getting pretty ugly here. This is definitely turning into a long trap. There could be a pretty big dump if this 281 fails. We really need to get above this whole number. SPY's pulling up. Tick has not made new highs yet. Advanced decline is moving up. VIX was dropping. Did this just come out? This just came out. Doesn't know where it will build the model as it rolls off. More layoffs and cost cuts. Well, I don't know whether to take that as a good thing or a bad thing. More layoffs, less overhead, cost cuts, cheaper everything. But for a company that already has a bunch of negative PR around it, hearing stuff like that might not be a good thing as opposed to a bad thing. Stepping up here, this might be the chance. It needs to go. We need this whole number. There it is. Somebody's got to take him out. Got him. There we go. I would like to change my stop to underneath this 40 just because this trade's been taking way much longer than it should have been taking. Best trades work immediately, and this one has not been working immediately. But it's starting to work, so I think we're holding. Just need a little juice. Tick still hasn't made a new high yet. Alright, Apple finally pulled back, giving somewhat of a decent pullback sign. New high a day, I'm taking some. I'm about to call it on my Apple trade here. If Apple gets above, looks like 82, I'm out of it. Take 25. Good volume here. It took its time, but at the end of the day, it is a low volume pullback. Struggling a little bit, and now it steps up. Next up, 284. Take some more off. It should stop at 284. Like that should. 283 98. I'm looking to take another partial because 284 is a big pivot point, and it should absolutely find some trouble up there. Oh no, Apple's dumping again here. What about the SPY? Tick made new highs, advanced clients curling up. VIX is still moving. Tesla's looking fine. Apple's still looking fine too. Yeah, this 80 held really nicely here. I don't know why exactly. Do I want to add here on Apple? Oh shit, again. Just too late. Tesla's not responding to this down move. I don't know. Okay, I'm taking out more on Apple, or Tesla. So if it sticks above 284, it has... $287. 287 is the next stop here. Take more as I see fit. But right now, we are looking good. Apple's coming back up here. See where it closes. SPY's trying to move higher here. I mean, I don't think it would be a good idea to add here. Yeah, we're closing above and we're seeing better volume. Doesn't look like we're losing it, so I'm all out. That thing really dumped all the way to the whole number, though. There's just no more partials to take. I took all my stupid partials over here. It's tough. Trying to respect what I saw yesterday, and now that it's doing pretty much the same thing, now it's doing the opposite of what I expected, so I don't know. BBTH slowly grinding up. I don't really see any trades on it. I think I'm gonna take another 20 up here because we're definitely starting to get a little sideways up here at this 284. I'll take that. Still got 55 shares left. Looks like it went higher, but at the same time, this is just, it's just that level. It's about to hold above previous high day. Not really sure why it says this is a pivot point here. There's our 284, but I don't know about 284.50. I don't really see what that is. 287. If it wants it, it wants it. SPY creeping back nicely. It's going to have to reclaim this and VWAP if it wants to start moving higher again. See a little bit better of a bounce. Otherwise, this could just turn right back around. Start dropping, losing more. question now is anything at a good long spot? Baba is not, Nvidia is not, Netflix is not, Apple is at a good buy spot. Facebook was, not anymore. Qs are not, SPY itself is not. Apple's interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on it. It's dipping back underneath here. Still looking somewhat weak. So it failed that move here. But the market's pulling up right now, but Apple doesn't seem to want it, which is definitely interesting. Alright, Tesla pulling back to the whole number. Yeah, Apple's not looking too good here. There might be another short entry here. Tesla's really pulling back. Okay, the entire market just turned around here. Alright, well, Apple's definitely setting up for another short here. I needed to give me some kind of pullback. Holding under 60 would be ideal. Stop's about 35 cents away. The pivot point on Apple is the 74 here, and it's going to start holding under this. Apple might want to keep dumping. I got that feeling. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss this short here. I got the FOMO. I feel it. Ugh. This is Tesla's pulling down here. I am not super thrilled about this. Tesla shouldn't be doing this right now. I guess I'm not surprised that it is, though. I mean, it was at a level that it should be turning from. But at the same time, it hasn't followed the SPY at all, but now it's starting to pull down a little bit. I guess that makes sense. Would like to get a better exit here. Would like to get a decent stop loss. This might be it, but I mean, we got the whole number too. Good recovery here. Alright, I think I'm gonna make this my stop. Looks like 15. I might as well make it under the whole number. I'm gonna have it in because I want to watch Apple here for this pullback. I want 60. If I can get 60, I'll be happy. Come on. Get me in, man. NVIDIA setting up for a really nice triangle. I shouldn't say really nice. Just a triangle. Damn, man. It's looking pretty ugly here. It needs to get above this whole number. I might just want to call it on this one, because if the market's gonna start dumping and Tesla's gonna start following it, I got. It makes total sense that it would want to turn here. But it's starting to base out here. This is looking a little better. It might want to pop back up. It needs to get above the whole number again. Netflix is losing it still. I want to see the bid step up. I'm looking to get out of this. Yeah, I'm out. Not gonna take my chance with it. Could be a case for a re-entry above the whole number. Yeah, it's just following the SPY too much now. There would have been my stop. Save myself some money. Can't be too upset. Spot to hold was a previous high day, and once we lost that, next it just looked weaker and weaker. Apple, oh come on, man. Apple pulled back pretty good here. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Take my eyes off of it for 2 seconds. Comes back to my entry, leaves. That sucks. I don't know, maybe I just should have left it. I didn't expect to do this, though. That's not at all what I thought would happen. But now we're seeing some issues on Apple, because I mean, it's in a micro time frame here. It is pulling back, but higher time frame looks like I got a big doji now. I'm not so sure this is going to be a good short anymore. Nah, that's not true. I need to take this. We're looking fine up here. I need more, man. It's not my entry. I'm just gonna have it in. Have it in so there's no question about it. I'm getting in if it gets there. got it. Stops just above this pivot point here, so it looks like I'll give it to 93. Yeah, Tesla's holding under 282 now. Looking for low day. I mean, Apple's got the big pivot point on Apple is the 70, where it's at right now. So if it can obviously still hold underneath all of this, still got a great chance for a short. Might want to add up here too. We'll see what it does in the high 70s. If we get there. Pullback's pretty good, but at the same time here, just looking at the volume, you can tell it's just not that strong compared to past down moves here. Big volume spike, people trying to dump it here. See what happens. Obviously need the market to turn around because that's going to be the big issue here. One of the ticks made a new high. Advanced clients curling up, volatility's dropping. Both the tick spots make a new high. Yeah, this trade might be done. Had its chance. Don't mind adding here, but I need to see some market conviction here first. If we hit 89, we break above this range here, but obviously there's room for failure. So 88. Somebody just sold a ton. There it might be. This could be it. Mid 70s I'm adding. Penny off. An extra 20 bucks of risk is definitely not going to hurt this trade. Need 75 though. Not clicking the button until we get there. We don't seem to want this. Yeah, the SPY. Oh well. We'll have to see, because the SPY could easily turn around from here, and this is also a good spot for Apple to start turning too. See, if I do get in, I need my stop to be above the whole number. It wouldn't make sense to not have it, but we need to see the SPY start doing something here. I mean, a failure here is obviously what we want to see, but tick to making new highs, advanced clients curling up, volatility is still dropping. It just might not be time yet. We'll have to see. 5-minute nice candle here, but again, the volume just telling me that it's not as strong as we think it is. It did close above the 9 here, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see a little more here. Need to be patient. No, don't jump in on anything yet. In the meantime, Nvidia's breaking out right now. Stuck at a whole number. 151 isn't in the next spot here. Not much of a breakout though. Okay, now it's looking a little bit better. Yeah, I think those were my cleanest trade ever. Oh my god, BPTH is at $36. That move did not stick. You see people are shorting it here. Yeah, people bought, but yeah, big buy there. Is that by 100? I missed something. Well, that must have been him taking out the 100. No, I don't want to fight that. SPY looking pretty good here. The SPY alone itself might just be a good short. Forget Apple. I made this mistake yesterday. I should have just been trading the SPY. Stop would be at 40. Give it a little bit of space. Well, it's already turning. I can get pretty big. 10 cents. If I wanted to get filled at 31 here, what's the high? 32? Again, need to see some internals showing me a little better signals here, though. I don't want to be jumping in front of this. Jumping in front of that. See, if we can get a VWAP failure here, this could definitely be a solid short play again. If I'm watching the SPY, I don't really need the SPY there. Yeah, Apple still looks like it's failing too here. Yeah, Tesla's just gone sideways. Tesla's actually setting up for a head and shoulders. That looks pretty ugly. Might want to drop some more here. Netflix still looks like it's losing. Apple barely hanging on. Facebook still looking weak. Nvidia barely breaking out. This, if I start seeing something here, there could be a really solid short in this. We'll see if we can test above this. Big sellers here. Big sellers there too. Alright, here's our test. They seem to be taking them out. But the question is, are we going to go anywhere? I'm still not... Oh my god, BPTH halted again at 41. That is unbelievable. I don't even see a single setup in there for me. Alright, SPY's busting up here. On the road to recovery. So, then that means Nvidia might actually be a good long. Tick made new highs on that push. I mean, I like the price action for a short, but still need to see some more conviction first. And this is a W here, so this is the win. This is the point we should be busting out here. Tick's starting to make new lows now. Volatility is rising again. There might be a short here. Good volume, but it held above VWAP. Still waiting. Internals are shifting. This is looking better for a short, but I need to see some conviction here, so I'd be risking about 30 cents. 30 cents, $50 risk is going to be only 150, but I like to trade, so I'm going to go 200. Looking for 26 here to get in. Look at that, super low volume on this bounce here. Yeah, this just looks like failure to me. 26, I'm clicking the button. Alright, 25, I'm clicking the button. Tick's starting to make new lows. Big spiking up, advanced clients turn lower. Now we're starting to hold above this. Yeah, I definitely need to see something underneath all this. See volume's growing in the red here. It's just looking good. 125. There it is. Hour and a half on the day. That's why I keep giving myself an extra penny here. Alright, I want 24 now. We're just hanging on by a thread here. Holy. Yep. That'll cause me to get in. Tick's making new lows. Oh yeah, we're looking ugly here. That is a good volume candle. That is a good start to this trade. Internals are definitely looking weak here. Ticks taking making new lows, advanced clients turn lower. Volatility was moving up, but now it's dropping again. Let's see what that means. First profit target, 63. Second will be low a day. And the SPY itself has got plenty of room lower. 273.43 is the next pivot point. That's not necessarily true. Next pivot point really is actually at low a day. Yeah, this was a very weak attempt to try and reclaim all of this. I mean, really, we got a long way to go to really break this recent uptrend here. So it was downtrending, failed to make a new low, so that makes... So that would be the pivot point here. So we busted above that pivot point to break the downtrend right here. But it didn't last too long. Plenty of places to hold under still. Hey, babe. What?
You're getting angry at me this morning with your messages.
No.
Yeah, you were. You're like, you should have locked the door before I left.
No, I did not say that, baby. And a reminder for me.
You were mad at me. I was like, what?
I was not. Promise. I'm going to do hit.
You are?
You are.
I was like, yay.
Not me.
Then I'm gonna start packing stuff today too.
We should do a little bit more, yeah.
Tomorrow? Is it tomorrow or Saturday? We should do the kitchen. Cause it's just a lot of stuff we have to do for that kitchen one.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need the kitchen though.
But we're gonna do plates and Tupperware. Plates and plastic spoons and forks, remember? We could do that.
Seeing some good rejections here. Kind of seeing them on both ends though. I mean, obviously this is the more important one here. Low volume engulfing candle, but we're completely disregarding that. Two-minute looks great. 5-minute just closed there. That looks fantastic. Still same stop loss. Don't really have a trend line to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, whatever. I really don't like how VIX is dropping. That's the only thing that's really throwing me off right now. This client started moving sideways a little bit. Tick is still downtrending. Need to break it here. BPTH got halted again. It opened at 40, dropped to 35, screamed all the way up to 47.45, and then halted again. Fang stocks are a little concerning right now because the Fang stocks aren't really dumping right now. They look like they could get ready to start dumping, but they are not dumping right now. Tesla started to lose it. Baba might be losing it. Nvidia failed its breakout higher. In fact, let's take a look at the sectors. Weak. Weak. Starting to look weak. XL. I'm missing one. Oh, very weak. Oh, yep. We're looking weak. PPT. Oh my god, this stock is unbelievable. This is the funnest thing to watch. I'm gonna start watching this. I don't even want to watch the SPY anymore. This is unreal. I can't, oh my god, I cannot imagine. I mean, drives went up from like 2 to 100 and then it lost all of it like in a day. Let's go way back. Oh geez. No, it wasn't this long ago. God, that is so ugly. I can't even look at it. I don't even know how to look at it. Either way, I know it gave up really quickly. It got halted again. It got halted again. I don't want to miss. Where are we going? We're going to 62. Man, look at this. Big spikes, just completely dumped. Hasn't had any of these in a long time. SPY finding trouble where it should be. Here's my chance to short DLTR. So finally started giving up this move here. Come back holding underneath the 77. Really low volume, but really, nope, not time to short it. This breakdown here is on such low volume, and that's getting bought back up right away there. Nope, no shorts there. Stop is still the same here. A failed breakout higher wouldn't kill me. Would be a good chance to add. So right now I'm risking about 60 bucks. If I want to add another 200, it's gonna have to be at 30 because I can only add up to 100. Because I'm still liking this. 5 minute looks great. A little bit of a hammer there. 10-minute 9's right on top of it. The 9, the 50's right on top of it. 100's coming into play right now. Plenty of cases for this to drop. Probably have plenty of cases to add too. Looking for a failed break higher above VWAP again to add. Possibly look for a break underneath. Come back to 275 to add. Bob is dropping. Apple's curling up. Facebook up. Fang stock's curling up here. Internals are still telling me we're fine. We didn't make a new low. We did make a new low. Now we just have to not make a new high. Advanced decline needs to turn lower again. VIX needs to start spiking here. Price action on the chart itself looks amazing, but the internals are really what the trigger on these types of things are. Good volume isn't necessarily a bad thing. Good volume is only bad if it gets above a level. If we get good volume into a resistance, that just tells me that it's good resistance. NVIDIA's starting to look like it's gonna dump. May give me a reason to move my stop. I'll have to watch. BPTH is open again. What are we gonna go for 450% now? That is just crazy stuff. Like, do you know how risky it is to try and trade this? $2.50 spread. People, look at this. People are like huge buyers. Massive. It's halted again. God. Unbelievable. Alright, SPY's reaching breakout point here. Let's see what it does. High is 48. I think 52 might be a good spot. Yeah. Not looking too good here. I mean, if it's gonna break out, oh yeah, it needs volume, and it doesn't need this kind of volume. It needs up volume. Next in line is to lose 275. Internal's still looking weak here. I mean, should have nothing to worry about. That's starting to move up now. Yeah, we're going sideways, but nothing is so strong here that it looks like it's just gonna not give up. Again, good volume. I mean, it's everything I want to see. I think 45 would be a good spot to change it, but it still doesn't make any sense yet. I mean, all these are just within pennies of each other. It just doesn't make sense to change it to here and just ignore this. This just came out too. That doesn't mean anything. God, these news posts are making me worried. Now we're running into some issues here. We need to start. We got 2.5 minutes here. We need to close at least underneath the 10. If we don't close underneath 10, then we're gonna have some problems. Volume still looks fantastic on my side. Internals still look good for me. The whole number again. We're flushing. Looking for 60. We busted underneath that pivot, so looking all right here. Oh yeah, now Fang's tanking. Now we're all looking pretty weak here. I mean, this trade is one of the best examples of volume price analysis I think I've ever had. Low volume pullback, holding underneath the whole number. We'll see if it wants to come and test this previous trend line here. What are we looking at? We're looking at about 10. 10 are still VWAP. Coming off it. So we got a penny above the whole number. Fancy client still weak. VIX is curling up. Definitely like that. Tick did make a new high here. So getting split signals on Tick, that's kind of weird. It made a new low, but then it made a new high. Overall, we're still definitely looking good. Need to see more volume than that, though. If we're really going to dump here. Wouldn't make sense to change my stop yet. I need to see more downside to change it. I do need to change it. It wouldn't make sense to let this thing run all the way back up. So I think I do need to change it to probably 42. because that'll give it enough space for the retest of the trend line, the retest of this pivot, and the retest of this pivot. But it definitely doesn't have any business getting all the way back. Now SPYs make me a little nervous here. Tick start. Oh my god. Fang stock's not looking weak here. Internals are also kind of changing on me. Moving up. Did make a new high. Is making new highs. I need to be careful here. The same reason I had to add on this pullback is not the same reason to add on this one. It really does not want above this. 5 minute closed in it. Getting a little hammer here. We got a minute till this closes. I mean, the volume is just awesome. Alright, popping above. We're trying to reclaim this, but we're not. Buyer stepped up here. Need to see these guys get taken out here. Still got the trend line retest to go. This will give me a great spot for a new stop loss if we can turn around here. I'm just not thrilled about the internals right now. I'm also not thrilled about Fang stocks either. They're starting to pull up. Apple, just sideways. Facebook's still looking kind of weak. I mean, I gotta give it a chance here. Yeah, tick's really blasting off, and volatility is totally turning around here. This trade might be done. That's too bad. That looks so good. Just couldn't seem to get underneath here. I'll give it what I need to give it. Still hasn't done enough to convince me to not take a loss on it. Just setting up. Look at that, stuffed. So that closed the 5 minute. Now what do we look like? And it's another hammer. Well, if we can turn around at some point here. Very good spot for failure. It would be a good spot to add, but I just don't have enough conviction outside of the SPY itself yet. That's good. I want to see low volume up here because I want to see that nobody's interested in buying up here anymore. And if we do see any volume, it needs to be on the sell side. See, that's what we want. This is exactly what we want. Short, short, small buys, big short, big sell. Let's see, we haven't gotten into the 30s yet. I might want to test the 30s before it turns around. I think if we fail at the 30s and we get stuff back underneath, I'm wanting to add here. Here's 30s. See, big sells. All above this here. Just big sells. People are selling. Oh, that's a big buy. Stop saying we don't want, really don't want above 40. That's the ultimate no. Yeah, internals changed on me and we're following the internals. See, sell, 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 sell. Buy. Another buy. Mixed. More buying. Yeah, now we're on this problem. So we got really good volume here, but we're holding above VWAP. We need to lose it. And now as we're getting under to it. And there's the second hour of the day. Too bad, man. That trade looked phenomenal. I really can't believe that one failed. Boom, boom, engulfing underneath with huge volume. Just people are buying the dip. Just wasn't enough. Oh yeah, everything's turning up now. Fang stocks, everything. Question is, what's a good long now? Maybe Tesla again. So it held this 281, spiked up again, pretty good volume, but big volume pullback too. Down to 282. Yeah, just not seeing anything at the moment. Well, the SPY obviously found some strength. So if the SPY wants to pull back and start holding above VWAP in the 50s through the 30s, that's really the only good long that I see right now. I might be Facebook's starting a breakout here. I guess it failed to break down. Good volume on this come up. I don't know, it just feels weird. Facebook's not even in a good long spot. Oh, I lied. Facebook is at a great long spot. What am I talking about? Big daily level at this 169.25, 30-ish. What do I need to see? It's not even getting above this pivot point. I don't know, it's just in such a weird spot. Intraday. It's a good spot on daily, but intraday just kind of an ugly chart here. Apple, getting above view app. Maybe. That's pretty much the exact same pattern as the SPY. NVIDIA found some strength. $358. Support, somewhat resistance. Resistance, good resistance too. There might be a good long here. But again, this high volume, it's just not what I want to see. Video really busted out here. So originally it failed this breakout as the SPY was dumping a little bit. Came back, tried again, still failed to move lower. Now we're starting to move high. That's what it's breaking out from. Like 200 coming down, 150. Lower volume pullback. I don't know. Video. It's not at a big daily spot. 151 is a big daily spot. BBTH opened up again. I don't like BABA for a long. BABA's really good for a short actually, and it's still in a good spot for a good short as it's showing. I don't know, BABA did this pretty much the same thing yesterday, where it just dropped and then it was sideways. Drop. Bigger drop this time though. That's what it busted out from. Yeah. Nothing here. That's a nice trend line. One, two, three, four, five. What did it what do I want? What do I want to do? Facebook. I think I actually need to see some kind of failed breakdown here on Facebook to get long. Apple coming back. Ooh, come back a little too hard. See, retail made this entire move. You see, there's nothing in here that really justify this, but there's good volume. I guess people bought it though. That's the thing. Netflix, too much. Tesla for a failed breakdown. So busted up. Came under a really good volume. Low volume pullback. Ooh, it might want to dump here. I don't know. Tesla's in a weird spot too. Getting bought back up, but it really needs to see above the whole number, obviously. This might be, you know what, I think this could be a case for an actual breakout order entry, which is really surprising because I usually never do this unless it's certain circumstances, and this is a certain circumstance. And it's happened twice today. That never happens. Not for me. Stop may as well make it under the whole number. Oh, it's already above it. Weird. I think I need to go for this. Trap trader. Got bought back up. Just trying to move higher. Buyer stepped up here. See what we can do. The spy's trying to hold higher now. Not a significant point or anything as far as I can tell. I'm in. I'm liking the 5-minute here too. Kind of engulfing with good volume, but we're curling up. Moving average support. Moving average support. We got volume coming in. Might get my 284 again here. I do not trade symmetrical triangle trades when they are inside of the triangle unless there is a failed trap trader case just like we had here, or I enter on the breakout on the pullback. Those are the only two cases. So I've seen time and time again triangles fail unless we get a fake move one way or we just get a solid move the one way, and then I'm fortunate enough to get the pullback. It's the only two cases I got. I'm going to change my stop to underneath. Get 25. If it pulls back, that's fine. Just further adds to the case. I mean, if we get another trap trader case here, then that really causes a good case for another stop order on the breakout of this. I never had a situation where I've had two trap trader cases, but who knows, might happen. Should definitely not get the 25. That's what I'm talking about. See it get bought back up again. I'm adding here. Stop's gonna be 100 underneath that 25. Closed right on it. I may have been a little too early on that ad. Either way, it fell in a breakdown again here. we're seeing here. I'm expecting to see a pretty nice move from this. This is looking pretty nice here. SPY's turning up right now. Should help. Well, that is not what we want to see. Must respect the stop. You can get above that whole number here. Causing a lot of trouble. I mean, I guess I'm looking at that trend line, but this one was very nice, and we're failing it twice here. We just need to get above this whole number. God, is there another case to add here? I mean, there might be. We need to get above this whole number though. That's the only problem here. I think I was too premature with this one because I didn't wait for the break of the whole number again. I didn't realize that it was going to come into play as it is still here. But if we can get above it, things turning up right now. I got everything's on my side. There we go. You see somebody hit it above though, and nobody's hitting it above. So we got 37, 45, and 52. Pretty weak attempt here by SPY. I'm not thrilled about that. Still holding. Thinking about getting out in front of this dude and just putting an order back in above him. Be better to save money than not lose money. Yeah. Just low. It's just each come up here is good volume, and then we just got these low volume pullbacks. I don't know what we're waiting on here. Really don't like these big sells here though. Huh, good thing I noticed that. I would have gotten screwed there. Come on, we need to bust him. Yeah, 30 is a good spot. Just annoying. internals are not helping. Neither are the FANG stocks. They're all dipping here. Looks like SPY's getting ready to lose it here too. Already lost it. Those are just hanging on. It's really trying. Two minutes looking weaker. 5 minute. Indecisive. 10, 9's under it. We need to see something now. Come on. Bid stepped above. Just can't do it. Every time I get the feeling that I want to get out ahead of one of these situations, it always seems like the move happens right after I get out. And I feel like getting out right now. I just gotta respect what I'm seeing. I'm just not seeing any reason to get out yet. Keep stepping higher. This is just one of those losses that you're supposed to take. If it happens, it happens. Might see another failed breakdown here. Stepping up. You leaving? Time, boo. Good luck. Well, there's our failed breakdown attempt. Anytime that I've seen this, this is the reason. These are the points that we should be breaking up and really exploding. Looks like we're getting some momentum here. It's all retail. You see that whole move that was like just ticking up like that, but we saw nothing here? That was nothing but hundreds. That kind of worries me. That helps. Because if big money's not buying, chances of this trade working out are not that spectacular here. And we're ticking above this pivot point here. Thinking we're still in it now. Now I have a really good spot to move my stop. At least 40. Must have just been waiting on the SPY to have some kind of green candle here. Jeez. Well, it was a nice attempt. Still holding. That is an ugly 2-minute candle. It's gonna be an ugly 5-minute candle too. Yeah, we're making a run for it. Yeah, note to self, if you see a retail push like that, could just be a total trap. Low 50, low 55, 52, 45. Yeah, 40's right on it. Need above 50. Spread getting tighter. It's a good thing. People want in. See, the SPY itself is actually at a really good bounce spot, and it's starting to bounce here. Alright, things turning around again. VIX been plummeting. Advanced clients curling up here. Ticks making new highs. FANG stocks have been moving up. Besides Netflix. God, we're just... bleh. Just waiting. Come on, Spy needs to kick off here. I'm sticking to my stop loss here. Each time we just keep stepping up a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Eventually, one of these times, it's not gonna step up higher, and I'm thinking if it loses 50, it might seriously see a dump here. I mean, there's plenty of longs in here, just like me, looking to get out somewhere. Two and a half hours. Spy, come on. Not liking the action on the Spy here. It's got its room for sport still. Loses view up, we could be in trouble. I mean, Tesla is just trying and trying to hold higher here. How annoying is this? I'm as big as I want to be. I don't really have any more room to add here. This can't happen. No reaction on Tesla. Nothing. Internals are looking ugly again. I think we're getting. I don't know if Spy's gonna be able to hold this or not. Internals are looking weak. Fang stocks look fine, not helping or hurting. Tick also not helping or hurting. VIX starting to hurt. BPTH, wow. BPTH is halted again at 40 now, so it reached 64 or 74. Now it's all the way down there. Do I really care about $5 that much? No. I might as well give it as much space as I still can to account for a possible trap trader breakdown again. I mean, it did it like 4 times in here. Yeah, big people are bailing here. See what happens. not liking the SPY at all here. Coming back again. This stock is unbelievable. Come on, SPY. Help us out. Let's go. Hold it up. Okay, people coming back. Just another failed breakdown. I don't know what we're trying to wait for here. Alright, SPY pulling up here. Let's see something. I mean, we've only had 6 failed breakdowns. Don't tell me we're gonna get stuck here again. Oh my god. Bigger buyer here. Not huge, but always something to take note of. Try to take him out, couldn't do it. Facebook's blasting off right now. Nvidia's been pulling up. I was pulling up. Apple's still sideways for the most part. Netflix pulling up pretty good here. SPY's pulling up, ticks blasting off, advanced decline going up. All the signs are in my favor again. Got him. Come on. Now is the time. Let's do it. The last thing I want to do is get out of this trade right before it makes its move. I have to be okay with sitting here. There is no reason to get out right now. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything here, because this is really holding pretty strong here. 2's still fine. Came up making a little hammer here though. Good volume on the come up again. I mean, just trying. Good volume here too. We're about to close this 5 minute. Would really like to see this thing close above the whole number. But no matter where it does close, it's still staying in it. Not liking the volume profile here. Big moves here. Big moves on the red, and we're just not seeing what we were seeing before here. Holding the 75 pretty nice though. There must be a hidden buyer here. Oh, not anymore. Tesla's actually trading at one times relative volume, which is high, surprisingly. Actually, let's check the daily. Well, maybe that's why. Actually, that makes it even more surprising that it's trading at 1 times relative volume. Seeing a huge volume burst the past few days here, and for it to still be supporting that, trading about even with it, just says more people are looking at Tesla. SPY's coming down here. We'll see what Tesla does. Internal still helping. Fang stocks are actually dipping kind of good right now. There could be a serious sell-off if this thing loses this. I mean, at the opposite end, it could be a really great short squeeze too. Yeah, let's look at this. This is about almost an hour of consolidation in here. Do not like the SPY right here. pretty much the exact same thing here. If SPY can hold it, Tesla can hold it. Gotta wait. Tick's almost making new lows here. No reaction here. Not looking good. I'm out. Jeez, man. I gave it every chance I could. I think I'm up a little bit. I might want to call it here. Yeah, I gave a little bit of money back on that Tesla trade. Man, I can't believe I only got 50. Oh, it's alright. I took a loss on Apple too. Ugh, jeez. Alright, let's do a run through. What we got? Facebook. So first and foremost, the market still could be a good long here, so we're just kind of deciding. Facebook's at a decent long spot here. Really good volume, pulling back to view app. Starting to see good volume here. I don't think that's good enough. And that's just too sideways. That's just ugly. That is not surprising. Nvidia for a long. 151 is too big of a level. And there's Tesla. Oh, not looking good on Tesla. See, is there a trade on the SPY? Maybe think about that. That's pretty solid there. The only way that I enter before the triangle breaks out is on a trap trader case. So what does that mean? That means I need to see some kind of failed move underneath 25 get bought back up. Or I enter long on a good break of this 80 and a pullback to it. At the other end of things, could this be a good short? Because it did just fail this break up higher, got stuffed on good volume, coming down to view up, again, just too much support cases too. That is absolutely a failed break higher. But we're seeing a failed break lower right now. Tricky, tricky. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm interested in trading right now is going to be the SPY. Because there's too much influence across the FANG stocks right now for... Plus it's late in the day, so I think it's just time to look at trading the SPY here. So what do I need to see? Do I like it for a long? Maybe. It's not at a terrible spot, but it really needs to be holding above these levels here. I either need to see a solid break up higher or some kind of failed trap down here in the 20s. I also need to see the, if it is going to fail a breakdown here, I need to see the internals telling me we're holding above a little bit here. It's good, not great. Is it enough? Maybe. Well, I got bought up pretty good there. Okay, yeah, there's some interest. Problem is we got a few trend lines to worry about here. And I'm not exactly going to call that a failed breakdown. Though it did fail this one. Definitely, but it's still getting wedged in there. I don't know. Still a wait and see kind of scenario. Holding that VRAP pretty well there. Good volume here, just need to see the price action confirm it. Alright, breakout point. Let's see what we got. Got great volume going into it. See if it can continue. Internal's looking fantastic right now. Might take a while. Getting above that. Fives are underneath. Got the 50 up here, close to the whole number though. Yeah, we'll have to give it a few more minutes here. Not much of a breakout. Internal's absolutely looking bullish. Internals are about as bullish as they've been all day. Yeah. No. This is not special. Turing candle too. Could it still be a good short? I mean, this is definitely not what I want to see for a good breakout to the long side. I don't know. It started with really good volume. I still need to give it a chance. Let's try and hold this trend line, but this is the big one to worry about. Uh-oh. Is that news? Oh, this could be good because it is news occurring with inside of a pattern here, and if it's negative news, which it looks like it is, looking for a pullback here. What is it? Have taken control in Kabul-Shaki, Prime Minister of the Iraqi banking system. Cites attempt to circumvent U.S. sanctions. Well, that is something interesting, I guess. Yeah, that's right, the Fed announcement's out too. Huh. This is weird. Let's let this pan out a little bit. It's a breaking news play. People... Nope. Thought VOP was good support there. Oh my god. Look at that recovery. Can't jump into anything yet. Michael Cohen sues Trump organization. Wow. What a mess. Can't we all just get along? I do not know what to make of this situation right now. So we had that initial breakdown. Here's our breakout chance. It's trying. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna start looking for pullbacks here. Geez, you got plenty of levels to look at. We got 70. 70 is gonna be the big one. But then we still got these trend lines too. I'll have to see where we can sell down here. Michael Cohen sues Trump organization. I don't even understand why this causes such a giant volume influx here. It's just algos searching news for the word Trump and buying and selling based off of it. I swear there's like trigger words that they search for. It's like if Trump tweets and the tweet contains the word positive, then that means buy. So in this case we had the word Trump and the word Sue started dumping. Well, this news certainly settled down pretty quick. Yeah, that shook up everything here. Tesla dumped pretty good from it. Netflix, Apple did. Everything recovered though. And we're back to square one here. There's nothing here. I can't tell what that is. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it on the day. I'm gonna do my review. So the SPY trade that I took was probably the best trade of the day, really. Super disappointed this one didn't work out because, I mean, it had any and every signal that I was looking for on it to go for me. Had a nice W pattern here after we sold off super hard on the open, came back up, started trapping, just failed everything in here, came underneath, took another trap trader situation, made its attempt to get back up here, but ultimately got stuffed. Decent drop lower, came to view up again, decent drop lower, just kind of got stuck here, and then just curled up. Look, it's made another W, and this one worked out. I really don't see what I could have done better on this trade. I mean, I know I was looking at this. Maybe if it reclaims this, that was my chance to get out. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of a tough situation, I guess. I mean, it still had view up in the trend line up here, and then it closed above it. I mean, I gave it plenty of chances, but this should have been the point here that it should have lost it. Maybe that was my signal to get out of this thing earlier than I wanted, because the internals looked great. Everything on this trade looked fantastic. I mean, the volume on this thing just explode down, weak pullback, explode down, weak pullback, explode down, weak pullback, explode down. But then we started basing, and then we didn't see any explode downs here. Just found good support, came back up, and that was the end of that trade. Apple was really good here, so I was looking at Apple on a higher time frame. Market obviously dropping super hard at the open here. Apple just didn't have it in it, but this 174 was a really big daily level that it was trading around, trying to hold higher, trying, but eventually just gave up, gave in to the market, started selling off, sold off a little more, and then we started finding some trouble here at this 957. So what I started seeing here was the SPY found a bottom, started bouncing around, and started going sideways a little bit. And since this whole down move on SPY was so drastic and the rest of the FANG stocks were doing the same thing, Apple just kind of slowly went lower. So I figured that if the SPY is going to find a bottom here and start bouncing higher, same with Apple. So I took off a little bit more than half of my position here. Took a little bit more off as it ended up moving down. I mean, it just did. It was really bizarre. Apple didn't care what the SPY did, and then it did care, and then it didn't care, and it started dumping even more. So I don't know. That was kind of a difficult situation to read. Ended up dumping super nice here, all the way down to the whole number, but I covered it at 80 cents against me here. Figured we might see some more. Just was that 1020? Yeah, SPY pullback too strong here. Definitely led to Apple being too strong too. So nothing to be done, I guess. Ended up setting up again. So came down here at about 10:45. This is probably the worst trade that I took on the day. So SPY had that pull up pretty good, bounced off of you at previous level here, started coming lower. Apple did the same thing here, started coming lower, got bought back up here. Decent volume, decent little pullback. Again, still good volume. Kind of a bigger pullback here, and then it failed to make a new low on this next couple candles here. But I shorted it into the 60, just kind of treating it as a previous level. Just ended up not having anything behind it here. So was this 1044 and 1045? So 44 and 45. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the chance was there. It was definitely a B setup, I'll give it that much, but the chance was certainly there. Tesla, good winners on the day. Well, good win on the day. So Tesla has two really important levels here. 281.50 and 284/281. So Tesla, strong, weak, ended up reclaiming everything here with super good volume. So I definitely took this as a bullish sign. SPY was dumping this whole time. If the stock's not going to dump, then longs are going to be a better trade. So started looking for some pullbacks here, popped up here. Wanted to get some at this 50 because I knew this 50 was going to be that daily spot plus previous high day here. So this 281 through 50 level is just really good support. So had our first bounce from it here, came back, got filled on the next retracement back down. You can just tell it's just a super low volume pullback in here. I mean, it's exactly what we're looking for. Kind of bounced around again, came underneath again, and I added a little bit more here with my stop just underneath. Mainly because I could. I started with 75 shares, but I got a little bit of a better fill here, still just risking underneath the whole dollar. And then it just took off from that point. So let's see, these entries were 17 and 21. Yeah, 17 and 21. The SPY was actually making new lows a day here. But SPY may be making new low a day, but Tesla, if Tesla's not moving down, and Tesla's holding higher, well then Tesla wants to move higher. So obviously once we got that spike up by the SPY here, Tesla followed right behind it, took a little bit off after it made a new high day, took a little bit off at the whole number, took a little bit more off as we started struggling at the whole number, and then I sold the rest once we came back with a pretty deep pullback here. Ultimately wanted to see this thing holding above 50, but if it wasn't going to hold 50, have to give it space to at least the whole number. But I just never really found any good bottoms down here. We want to see low volume pullbacks, and compared to the breakouts, volume's the exact same, so can't expect too much with that. But I gave it a chance, gave it its time to work for me. It just didn't happen. So that last exit 41, SPY's coming down too, so is what it is. So finishing the day up a little bit of money. Really happy with how I traded today. I waited until I saw what I needed to see in just about everything. Writing in my journal, looking at these notes, everything is looking fantastic. If I keep trading like this, I can go back to my normal risk size, start trying to make some more money back, but give myself one more day since it's going to be my last trading day for probably maybe 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm moving out on the 13th here, so tomorrow's going to be my last day because I'm going to have to pack up my desk and everything else. So it is what it is. Just need to make sure I'm trading good tomorrow, keep this good streak going, stay patient, strong psychology, stay disciplined. Same as always. So thank you for watching. Be back tomorrow.